can also state in the comments where you're tuning in from on this lovely Saturday morning. And if you're watching live, you can drop an L in the comments. If you're on the replay, you can definitely drop an R. Come right in, come right in. Yes, it's a lovely Saturday morning. Great morning to you all. This morning. We're also going to have a special guest on. So it's going to be very intriguing and you picked this morning. Yes, come right in. State in the comments where you're tuning in from. Yes, so great morning again to each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome to Stay Inspired and Spiritual Love Podcast with me, Shaw. Yes, and for those who may not know me, I'm Charlene Lewis, an inspirational host, and I help Christians and others who struggle with their spirituality with God and their inner self to go from being challenged to being inspired, helping them grow infinitely and spiritually so that it can be fulfilled to become the best version of themselves. Yes, that's what I do. Come right in. Yes, for those who are now joining, you can state where you're tuning in from on this lovely Saturday. Today is a very special episode. It's my 50th podcast, and I'm celebrating the milestone of this epic moment. Yes, come right in. I'll be also telling you about my journey in this business, in this podcast, and I'll also have my guest share his journey. So beautiful people, just a year ago I launched my first podcast. It was August 4th 2024, and I really did have a lot of mixed emotions doing this, but anyway, I just did it. Tuning into the world was not an easy thing for me because I never really went live on much social media platforms. Yes, so for me there was a lot of insecurities. Yes, so I wondered about, like, what do I tell the listeners? Are they going to even tune in? What would I say to them? What would really happen on that podcast, my first podcast? So those are a lot of things that I was concerned about when I had my first podcast. It was really overwhelming for me, but I stayed calm and I did it. Yes. So to fast forward into almost 1 year, for me, I must say the journey has been an incredible one, with growth and self-aspirations, and getting the feedback from my audience and those who would have been tuning in from all over the world. It's really a wonderful thing to be sharing my passion, keeping each and every one of you inspired and spiritually loved. Yes. So I want to say massive thank you to each and every one of you all that tuned in every week on Sundays with me at 5 on Stay Inspired with Shaw, and to share this milestone today. I have my special guest who did this journey like myself, and he has been having great success being a podcaster. Yes, he's a Jamaican, a unique word, Um, his parents is from Jamaica, and he's from the U.S. So hence the reason the unique theme, Jamaican. I love hearing of it. So he has been in this podcast business and being a podcaster for like around 6 years. And he's a loving, supportive husband, an absolutely wonderful father, a positive role model to his children, a man of God, a Bible teacher, a transformation coach, and last but not least, a podcaster. Yes, he is. So please welcome the icon himself, the icon within, Darren Walker. Darren, did you make the call? Am I here? I'm selecting you, so you need to see my request. I'm on my phone, so I don't know if the connection. Can you see me yet, Darren? I have selected you. Yes, I'm seeing the request. I'm not too sure why. I'm on my phone, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
There it is. Can you hear me?
There you are.
Can you hear me?
Welcome and welcome and welcome to Stay Inspired with Shar. There he is, folks. Welcome, the icon within, Darren Walker.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Are you all hearing him clearly?
Sha, you still have the music in the background. I can't, yeah, you should turn the music in the background off.
Okay. Are you hearing
Yeah,
better?
there we go. I can hear you loud and clear. You guys can hear us in the chat? Connie can hear us okay?
Are you all hearing him?
Awesome. Shout out to Connie as well for being on. Thank you so much, Charlene, and congratulations on your 50th podcast. That is so huge. We're super excited for you and just super grateful to be able to share this experience with you.
Oh, great.
Can you hear me?
The devil is a liar. Yes, I can.
Yeah,
The
it's all
devil is
good.
a liar.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. There we go.
There we go.
All
Yes, so
right. So
welcome again.
congratulations on your 50th podcast.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And it's really a pleasure having you join us this morning. I mean, you could have been anywhere else, but you took the opportunity to say yes to be on this episode this morning with us, this Saturday morning, which is very special because I normally do on Sunday. So once you're open, I am willing to go with your convenience. Yes.
I
So
appreciate that.
yes, yes. So as I told the audience, you have been in this podcast business and being a podcaster for almost like 6 years, and you have like so much experience in the different levels of being a podcaster. So would you allow the audience to know who is actually Darren Walker and who influenced you and how you became influenced in being in the podcast business.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Stay inspired with Charlene. Thank you for having me on, everybody, whether you're watching the live or the replay. It really is an honor. And yeah, Charlene's podcast, hope you guys tune in, is every Sunday. But, being an entrepreneur and a business owner for almost 2 decades now, one of the things that is really important to me is how I schedule my time and my family. And so, Sundays are no business days. So when Charlene offered me this opportunity, I was so blown away and excited to be on. But I already know, I don't even ask my wife. The calendar's blocked off. We go to church and we hang out. So she was willing to switch it to today, and I'm grateful to be on. So my name is Darren Walker. I'm 39 years strong from the Bronx, New York. The entire family's Jamaican. I'm the baby boy in the Bronx. I'm Jamaican. I come from extremely humble beginnings. And it's funny. I don't really consider myself a podcaster. I'm an entrepreneur that going live and podcasting is just one of the avenues that I use to add value to the marketplace. To the I call it the MPM, the marketplace ministry. That's where you are. If you're watching this live or replay, you're online. So I wouldn't like not. I do teach people how to do it, and I do go live and podcast quite often, but I'm not a podcaster, but Charlene, it's just more so that I use the platforms to be able to reach the people. So I've been using the space and the platform honestly more than 6 years. A long while I've been using the space and the platform to connect with people this way. But I launched my podcast, the Darren Walker Podcast, sponsored by Be Iconic Conversations, probably like 5 years ago. That I really just start like doing it. And I do it on all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Not all the platforms, those three specifically. And we just help people. We help reach people in the platforms in the areas that we want to help people win on a high level. And one of the biggest things that's changed over the years is my faith to Jesus Christ, what he's done on the cross for me and the people that believe, and anyone really that wants it. And so we also use the platform to be able to help point people to Jesus. And so Darren Walker is a 39 years strong Jamaican, lives in Florida. I'm a husband, I'm a father. Love helping people hit their goals and their dreams. And that's who I am.
Great, that's awesome. And yes, I could resonate with you with being part of, the spiritual life and growing my spirituality with my family. And so hence why I say, inviting you to this podcast to share the epic episode of the 50th is because we share almost in the same category.
Yeah.
So, I know you would have a lot to share also spiritually. As you're not being a podcaster, but an entrepreneur sharing in the podcast land.
Yeah. That's more
Yeah.
right.
So, what challenges would you say and triumphs did you experience being in the podcast business, this podcast journey?
I would say the biggest challenges are it's the mental ones really, because physically it's not hard. You're going live right now. The platforms are free. You're going live on Instagram right now, and we're just really having a conversation, right? We could be having coffee or tea or out to dinner doing the same thing. But I think that mentally, a lot of people struggle. People watching this live, they struggle with, caring what other people think. They struggle with feeling like they're not doing it well, or feeling like they don't look good while they're doing it. Or maybe a lot of people aren't coming, and is it working? Is it worth it? And, I think mentality, not having the right, confidence in the right mentality leads to people, not staying committed enough to actually see success. So I would say some of the struggles that I had in the beginning myself as well, like, man, am I going to really be doing this? Am I going at the time when I actually started doing, using social media as a podcast platform to present myself in the marketplace ministry? I was building a network marketing company where I had a lot of influence and had grown a lot and grown at a high level. So at that time, I felt like a lot of the leaders and my colleagues looked at it like, oh, he's doing something different, or at least that's what I thought. So I got in my head, overthinking it, and really caring too much what other people thought, regardless. And so one of the things that I just decided to do, and one of the sayings that I have is, how you feel and what you do have nothing to do with each other. Sometimes it's not going to feel good. Sometimes you're going to have actual things going on in your life. You know, even my wife is like, "You're gonna do that? Like, you know, what are your teams? What is your team gonna feel? What are your team's gonna say?" And you know, all these things. And people would ask me, like, "Hey, bro, are you doing something else?" I had to learn that the goals and dreams that God puts on my heart are not for everybody else, and not everyone's gonna understand. And because of that, because not everyone's gonna understand, not everyone's gonna be able to see and get the value from it. But I wanted to be a good steward of what the Lord gave me. The right people will find you if you're there, right? And so the one of the biggest struggles that I had was the mental game, not caring what other people think, and also getting out of my own way. Oh, I don't have time. You know, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. It's hard to find time. It's hard to stay consistent. I just had to ask myself, do you want the goals and dreams? Do you want the excuses? You can't have both. And so I decided I wanted the goals and dreams. So I started to just do it bad. Did it wrong, messed up. You know, the enemy obviously is going to attack sometimes, but just being consistent, I just taught in a mastermind that I'm part of, these three C's that I've lived by, which is, once you're coachable, then you'll get clear, and then you'll build confidence. So the three C's, if you're taking notes: coachability, clarity, and confidence. So I just got coachable. I learned how to do it, and because of that, I gained clarity. Who it is that I want to talk to? What is my message? What do I want to be consistent of? What do I want to be known for in the marketplace? And it builds confidence. I know I'm not better than anyone, but no one's better than me. I'm just doing my thing. And because of that, the triumphs are, yeah, we've been able to earn money. We've been able to travel. My wife and I do a lot of things. But most importantly, the biggest triumphs, the biggest flex, the biggest thing that I'm grateful for, Charlene, is the amount of people like yourself that I get to come across and watch their stories grow. Now you're on your 50th podcast. It just makes me think, maybe if I had stopped years ago because of what other people think, or because something's going on in my life, or it's not the right time, maybe you wouldn't be on your 50th podcast today. And you doing 50 podcasts, I know that you're blessing other people, which is really my goal. It's never been a financial goal. It's always been a creation goal. People don't realize how powerful and impactful their story and their journey can be, especially to someone that's struggling through what they're going through. We tend to live our lives through the lens of our own eyes, not realizing that if poured out the right way, somebody else's life can be changed. So that's been my hardship and my triumph.
That's awesome. And again, I can resonate with you. Being part of the podcast journey, um, I had stopped really thinking what people think and what would they say. I will, more share on the aspect of what could I give them, what could I contribute, what my passion could be with them. So I actually, in the growth in the podcast journey, um, I like more my spiritual life and stuff like that. I share more insights on, different things pertaining to that. So, you know, um, I basically um, grew more in my spirituality doing that,
Mm,
be consistent, I'm like taking time off my busy schedule to meet with persons, and even, if it's not on the podcast, I still, share with them some insights, inspire them and keep them, on the right path as I would like to keep myself. So
yeah.
yeah, so I can resonate with that. But when you said about being coachable and gaining clarity and confidence and all of that, I gained that actually doing the podcast. I didn't have all of that before.
Mm.
So, it's a achievement for me
It's a
that
big deal.
yeah, it's a big deal. So, you
I'm
know,
happy for you. Proud of you.
yes, thank you so much. Yes. So, as I say, I can resonate with it, and I still have more growing to do. I grow every day, learn every day, and I will, try to be consistent as much as I can.
Mm.
So, Darren, another question I have is that, could you define a moment in any way where you would sort of significantly impact your audience on that journey.
Find a way, like where something significantly happened to impact my journey so far.
Yes, like what you felt impacted your audience or in your entrepreneurship, uh, sharing information. What do you think impacted them to either grow or,
Mm.
help yourself to grow? What impacted in the journey?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Well, I'm going to start this off by saying, one of the things that I teach in our mastermind that we're not allowed to say, I don't know. And the reason why I'm going to say that is I'm not actually saying I don't know. I'm saying is it's a difficult question to ask me how I'm impacting community because I'm not in their life, So
Oh,
God willing, there is an impact. I will tell you this. I'll tell you something about myself, and I think it's impacted me to keep going. That hopefully impacts other people. So I was building a network marketing company. My wife and I, we built a team. We did it for, man, oh, I don't even know. It was, I don't know, 8 to 10 years. We built this company. We hit the top level of this company in 4 years with our organization. We definitely didn't do it alone. We were able to build some amazing relationships. With people, watch people grow, help people travel, earn money, build confidence, all these different things. And in 2020, that company went out of business. So it was a very big life altering time, which I know a lot of people listening right now have had those, whether it's been a financial change in your life, whether it's been a significant other or family member passing away, or maybe someone has gotten laid off or something like that. We've all experienced some life changing things, especially because myself and some of my business partners, we believed the company we were a part of at the time was never going to go out of business. Matter of fact, we fought for that to happen. But when the Lord closes doors, you can fight as hard as you want. When the Lord's closing doors, He's going to close the door. However, when that happened, I was in a position of an identity period where I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, this is what I've done. This is what I plan on doing. Put all my eggs in this basket as far as being this person that was going to bring this company and this industry to the next level. Little did I know that God had a completely different plan, and that's what I mean. The Lord just has really changed my life, and I just want to just talk to someone out there that's out there right now that maybe might be in a season where it doesn't look as great, or it's a little tough, or you're not sure how you're going to maneuver through things. I've been through those things like that happen. But I really have find that sometimes the Lord will use the valley to really sharpen the person you become to make it to the mountaintop. And so I'm so grateful that He's a God. I'm reading through Genesis myself, and just like when Abraham, like if you look at the beginning of Genesis, when the Lord is talking to Abraham and how He's ministering to him through his journey and believing in Abraham. Abraham still went through some times where he didn't believe and he couldn't see and he didn't understand, and the Lord never left him. And I'm just so grateful for those examples like the Bible. And so for me, that company went out of business. We got moved into another company I didn't really love, but my family and friends were going into it, so that happened. And I found myself in a situation, Charlene, where I felt stuck. I didn't know what to do. And I was approached by someone to learn to help me understand that my current circumstance was not my ending. And also understand that network marketing company did not make me. It helped me grow. It was only a vehicle. And so it's the person that you put in the vehicle that makes the vehicle run. And so I realized that okay, that company went out of business, but the Lord is still giving me life. So where was I going to go and through next? Matthew 5:6 says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." And one of the things I work with people all the time that they're filled, they're ready to go do something. But when you're filled, the question is, how and where are you being poured? How are you being poured out? So I was like, Lord, where are you going to pour me out? I'm filled. I want to go do this. So I met someone, and he said to me that he could teach me how to take the skill sets and the passion that I've always had, which is helping people that, especially if they're not believing in where they are right now, or they've forgotten how to throw their heart over the bar. They don't remember the times that they've had next level success. And because of that, they're just maintaining. Because of that, they're not really going as hard as they really could. They're just, kicking the can down the road. And I don't like that. I don't like that for myself. I don't like that for people. I want to use what God's given me. And so, to answer your question, when I started the business, which I'm in now, I built a business now where I teach people how to earn money by being themselves for a living while impacting people they were called to impact through their story, through their gifting, through their testimony. Every one of us has a gift that the Lord's given us, but a lot of people don't know how to mine it, how to extract what's the best value from it, and how to put it in the marketplace so people can receive from it, whether you're making money or not. So when I first started this company, Charlene, I was bad. Not only was I scared, oh my goodness, I didn't know. It was just, there was so much fear. But how you feel and what you do have nothing to do with each other. I persevered even though I was scared, even though I was thinking, what are people going to think? Even though I was thinking, what if I fail? Even though I'm saying to myself, if this doesn't work, I've used my last dime to sign up to learn how to do this. This has to work. And I learned that if the Lord's involved, he'll open the door. And sometimes he won't just do it for you. He wants you to walk through the door. And if it's not him, he'll close it. But if it is him, he'll open other doors. That was about 4.5 years ago, Charlene. We have now coached hundreds of people, made um, thousands, thousands upon thousands of dollars, and been able to now find our gifting and our path again, not through a business. The business belongs to him, but through being coachable, through clarity and confidence and consistency, we've been able to now impact others. And so, what I believe, to answer your question, through that journey, I'm not sure how it's impacted other people. Sometimes you put a post up and you feel like no one even interacts with it, but you just never know when someone reads it, sees it, shares it, brings it to their family. So I learned this: focus on your character and let the Lord focus on your reputation. I'm not sure how what I'm doing honestly is impacting other people. I know I'm just staying true, Charlene, what the Lord's called me to do and praying that he gets the glory.
Amen to that. So that was really awesome sharing. And I would agree, everyone in life has a story and they also have a calling, whatever it may be. So for me, despite me being, busy at times or so forth, I found a way um, to show my growth in my spirituality with others and to my passion in inspiring others, keeping them positive and all of that. So I decided to reach out by doing podcasts and stuff like that as I've, learned um, for the past year. And, every day you learn something new about someone and, you can inspire others. They can inspire others with their story. So I've also
Mm.
learned that part of it. And, um, as you said, God always has something, you know, for everyone. Each and every one of us have our own calling, what we are supposed to do. So we just have to be guided by it, you know. So when one door closes, of course, the other one opens,
Yep.
but it opens to what, you know. So, Darren, what and who would you say inspired you to stay on this podcast journey,
Mm.
entrepreneurship, that you will, you
What
know,
and who? Okay, so I would say what is realizing that, doing what I'm doing right now is helping other people. And it inspired me to do it not solely because of that, but understand that the Lord wants to use your voice, Charlene, and your voice, Connie, and your voice, whoever else is on here right now, to impact people. And I think as long as we don't get ahead of ourselves and think that the success we're having is because of us and give him the glory, that he's going to honor that obedience. So it's for the community. The next thing that I would say is, um, it's for me. I love doing it. I love helping people break through barriers and helping them achieve their goals and dreams. I mean, like, honestly, I've been working with you now, Charlene. I'm just gonna brag on you for a second. I've been working with you in this industry, but also in network marketing. And even though I've watched ups and downs in your life, one thing I tell you right now, you are one of the toughest, most consistent, won't give up, showing up in places you don't even. How'd you even get here? You just figure out a way to do what you're doing. A mom of two, working hard, working a job, but still going after your goals and dreams. And so, who am I to not use the giftings the Lord has given me to help somebody else reach their goals? I want to be able to do that on a high level. Um, but yeah, also it's my calling. It's not, again, not podcasting, but more so being a vessel for other people to know that there's a light, and not through business. Remember, business is the podcast. This is just a vehicle. Who is the man? Who is the woman becoming through the process of becoming? And so I want to use this platform to be a light. I'm working on myself, being a better father, being a better husband, being a better business partner, being a better leader in our community. And I'm just surrounded by people like yourself. I see Tennille's on here. I know Kat's on here. And some of you that I don't know, we want to let you know that we appreciate you and that we believe in you. And you're not a dollar sign to us. How we say it is, we use money to build people, don't use people to make money. When the Lord's involved, he'll bless it. And so, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and why I stay consistent in it, Charlene.
Great. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard the icon himself share his story. And you could also tell our audience where they can see which social platform they can see. You can share it with them, you know, so that you can follow if they're interested, to know what you're more about. You can share your
Yeah, for
platforms
sure. Well,
with
before
them.
before I share about me, I want to share about you really quickly. I want to take a moment, y'all. This is Charlene's 50th podcast. When I first started working with Charlene, she was hesitant to do it, not because she can't do it, but it is scary. It is, you got to spend time and effort. So can y'all do me a favor in the chat and just massively congratulate this young icon on her 50th podcast? She's halfway to 100. And also, Charlene, tell them when your podcast is. Yours is on Sundays, not
At
Saturdays. Tell them
5
when yours
p.m.
is.
Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern. So it's at 4, yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 3 p.m. Pacific Time every Sunday.
Love it. No, that's a huge deal. Most people are not that consistent, carving out times, and I know you do it on Sunday because that's the time that you have and you work and all these things. So I want to really take a moment, Charlene, to celebrate you and lift you up. That's why I said yes. I hear my kids out there in the house right now going buck wild. I'm about to go save my wife in a moment here on this Saturday, but it is a big, 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 big deal. And I think one of the reasons why you're able to have that success is because your consistency. So if you're on here right now, one of the things that we do here in our community that I'm a part of as well with Charlene, we have these 2-day virtual events. We're having this one July 21st and 22nd. Charlene comes to every single one, even though she's been to them. So we want to invite you to the next one. It's July 21st and 22nd. Listen, it's only if you're serious about turning your iconic, unique story into 6 and 7 figures. We want you to look at these 2 days as two transformational days. I know some people have work and all these different things. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Charlene will have her own personal link. I'm not even going to promote my link or where you can go find me. Ask Charlene, because you're on her podcast, if you want to come, how you can register through her. If you want access to me, get access to me through Charlene, because this podcast right here that she's on is inspiring people and helping people win. And she's a bright light that is shining to help other people win. So, Charlene, I want to thank you for having me. I want to thank you for your consistency, your selflessness, for your ability to stay committed to the things that you said you were going to do. Keep shining a bright light and keep being a blessing, okay?
Yes, thank you so much. And I want to say a huge thank you for expressing your and expressing my sincere gratitude, being on this podcast this morning and taking the time of your busy schedule. Hug those kids to me and tell your wife I said also thank you and your expertise and insights with us. Um, I really think that it was immense value to everybody this morning. So again, I want to thank you for that. And going forward, yes, I will share with my audience the interest of joining in on the different podcasts with you and on the 2-day virtual. I will also share the link with them. And as again, I want to say thank you.
It's an honor. God bless you.
Yes,
Congratulations. Make sure you go celebrate. I see you got the balloon back there already. You
yes,
wearing your
cheers
party
to
hat.
50.
Yeah, I see
Cheers
it
to
all. You
50.
should. You should. Matter of fact, I'm
Yes,
so proud of you. And thanks for having me. All right. God bless you.
yes, God bless you also. So
Take care.
thank you. Yes. So everybody, um, you know, I want to thank you all for tuning in. As I said before, um, this is an epic moment for me. You know, there was a lot of challenges, but I still kept with it, as you heard Darren said. So I'm thankful that you all could have tuned to hear the story behind it and celebrating. So have a wonderful and blessed Saturday. Have a great one. Yes, you all too. Thank you. Yes, it was epic. Yes. Stay blessed, everyone.